Okay, this video we are going to figure out filament. Um, on Facebook through the Snapmaker official page and one of the community pages, I've posted in their files a filament page that I made. It's also on my Facebook page, but um, for here, I'm going to go to Google and we are going to actually just type in what is the best filament for 3D printing. And we are actually going to have a field day and kind of tinker on the AI for a moment. So I'm curious what they say. The best overall bamboo lab. I want the filament, not the printer. What is the best filament for 3D printing? Well, AI has failed again. Really? Okay, top filament brands. There we go, down here. Okay, they say Polymaker. I've never even heard of these guys. Okay. Um, let's see what this says. Okay, so Polymaker, Hatchbox, eSun, Overture, Bamboo. So okay, so it does give some pretty good brands. I was actually researching on how a lot of these brands are actually interconnected and own each other, or one owns and splices down. It's actually a really interesting rabbit hole to go down. So, here's a video buying filament guide. She's actually really cool. I think they're in North Carolina, up in Raleigh. I'm not sure, but um, yep. So I have used Polymaker. I have one roll. It's printing as we speak. That's the noise in the background, and it's hit and miss right now. It's a tricolored silk I'm using to make a trophy for my husband, and I'm not too keen on it. Um, let's see here. Wow. Okay. 3D. Okay. So on here, I'm gonna hide sponsored results. Sunloom has been my go-to. Um, they're good price. You can get bundles, a lot of really cool stuff. However, they recently irked me, and that is because I did their Easter mystery box, and boy, was it a fun mystery to unpack. Half of it I can't use, and they're not helpful about it. So, this is their official store. I actually have a fraudulent alert right now. So, shopping for filament, they have their sales page, but then they have, come on, their generals. With the PLAs, it's, I honestly have not noticed a difference between the PLA, PLA Plus, and PLA Plus 2.0. That's just me. I can throw any of them in my printer anytime, and I can't tell you really the difference in quality and all of that. Um, your PETG, that one is more durable. I use this for my bookends, things that take weight, things that might end up with a little bit of heat or in weather conditions. These two, PLA and PETG, do not mix. So you can use one or the other in a multi-head printer, like the Snapmaker U1, as a support, and it will just like fall right off. It's really cool. Your ABS is more industrial, getting more strength. The thing with ABS is you should have your printer filtration set up. It's not good to run it like I have my office slash library where my printer is and everything's open. So that's is not good for me to print in here. Because they sent me a bunch of in here they sent me a whole bunch of PC ABS, which needs to be filtrated. Um, Peak is really interesting to work with. This is all more engineering. I have not really explored engineering very much. Your high speed filaments, these are supposed to work really good at higher speeds. Again, I haven't noticed a difference. Your aesthetic, your silks are your shiny things. They have the ones that are multicolored, the dual, the tri, and now they have four color. My issue with silk, I have a big warning label on my son's printer not to use it because every time I use a silk PLA, whether it's this brand or any other, his nozzle clogs. And it's a point 0.4 and it clogs without fail, no matter what settings I set it to. So it's very thick. It has potential to be really pretty. It's a little more brittle. And then this is getting into your silk and rainbows. This is a dual matte. These are on my list I want to try. Galaxy I actually got into through Flash Forge's brand, and I love it. Matte is just a nice, good, flat, matte color. This is plain, like no dual colors. It's single color PLA. And then this is glow in the dark PLA. And then this is PETG rainbow. And this is the wood and twinkling. The wood is really cool, but it will wear out your nozzles pretty quick. But it is really neat. And then your functional. I love the meta. I use this as much as I can. The rest of these I haven't really messed with. I have some TPU I want to play with. I just haven't been brave enough yet. And then they have their bundles and their large spools, which we have a giant white one right now that my kid bought for a project she had. Then I have a 3 kilogram of this one that I was using for supports, and then decided, no, I'm going to use it for other stuff. So that's Sunlu, their website. And every website's designed pretty much the same. Even if like we click on Polymaker, again, here's all their filament, their functional PLA. Yeah, I don't want my discount right now. I'm good, thank you. They break theirs down a lot too. Your flexibles, your PCs, nylons, bundles. Yeah, just a lot of really neat ways to sort it all. But it's all pretty much the same. I definitely would say start out um, with just plain PLA until you get the hang of it. It's the cheapest, easiest. Now, shopping on Amazon is always great. I'm currently logged into my business account, and I have been price hunting back and forth all over the place. And you can tell because I got tons of filament and 3D printing stuff and home stuff that we've been doing. Um, but here, where is, oh my gosh, I'm having a day. My 3D printing list. So here I've been comparing different ones, trying to figure out the best prices, but definitely start out with just a nice, good PLA bundle. That is like one of your best bets. Um, we started out with, oh, in a moment, this, but it was PLA, not PETG. This bundle. These are the smaller spools. No, these are the large ones. They have the smaller ones down here. Yeah, the 16. I actually still have some of these floating around. This is just a really good starter pack. I recommend this pack to anybody because it gives you lots of colors to play with, and they're smaller spools, so you can still get good mileage out of them. Um, but it's a great starting platform to work with. Once you go from there, then you can go to like the big packs of the 1 kilogram each, which I did through another company, and I'm actually pretty impressed. Flash Forge, they're generally a little more on the pricey side, but you can find really good sales every now and then. I had no problems with their filament. I love it. Same with this brand. I've had really good luck with them too. So you can see my list of random funky filaments. I really want to get the rock. Um, Actually, I really want to get this one. I'm waiting for it to go on a really good sale. So that is my sense on buying filaments, my 2 cents on it. Start with plain PLA. Don't worry about the pluses and the 2.0s and um, all the other things with it. Just plain PLA. If you want to try silk, you can. Just make sure you tune your settings for it. It can come out really pretty. It's really neat stuff. It's just I've had difficulties with it on one of our printers. So that is my 2 cents on it. But yeah, definitely use Google. You can also, what's neat about Google is like, what does Samu own? So this was interesting, is confirmed sub-brand. So this is a definite confirmed. And then these have been associated with them. Um, what companies does? And I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. Um, they do Overture and they have other relationships. Can change quickly. But one of the key things in trying to figure out who works with who and what goes with what is look at your spools. Um, I'm noticing a lot of times the spools will be very similar amongst companies. Like, I'm not saying this is accurate, but 3D Genius's spool looks suspiciously similar to Polymakers, which also looks suspiciously similar to, where'd you go? These guys, it's almost the same. And then it wasn't LED, it was another E one. I call it Eeyore, but so yeah, pay attention to your spools because that can guide you a little bit into who's in bed with who. Um, yeah, so just do your research, and that sheet I told you about, it is on my Facebook page. Go to Facebook and you look at my page. Here's some videos I've posted. I have to scroll a moment. It shows my other stuff too. So this right here, I'll have this open if you want to do a screenshot to save it for later. But I did kind of a general spreadsheet for figuring things out and how things work with a lot of the common filament types. So very useful. And then I also did a common conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit to kind of like wrap our minds around, the temperatures and what they like examples of it. So like your 55 is about 132 degrees, which is a 90-degree day, 15 minutes in a car, it'll start to melt. So things that are listed at 55 for the softening point, like high speed, matte, that'll start to melt. All these will start to melt in a car on a 90-degree day. So that's good to know. Um, yeah, so hope you find all this helpful and reach out if you have any questions.